hope you're well. If you're new around here, hello, it's lovely to meet you. And if you're returning, thank you very fucking much for coming back. That was my cat, you just seen scuttle along in the background there. Also, if you aren't new around here, see this bassinet here? Jack isn't in that anymore, we just haven't moved it. So, you know, just thought we'd throw that in there. Anyway, my name's Alana and I'm a 35-year-old lady living in Scotland, and on this channel we like to predominantly talk all things beauty, skincare, hair care, lifestyle, travelly, vloggery bullshit with a liberal sprinkling of sarcasm thrown in on top. Feel free to give the video a little thumbs up, all that YouTubery bullshit. There's a subscription button in the corner. It's completely up to yourselves. So this video is going to be my roundup for 2022 skincare favourites. I had a little look at my video from last year and the list that I had on it and what I was kind of loving, and I kind of went through order of how I put things on my face. So that is what I'm going to do again today. I have to say I think this video will be relatively short because I don't think too much has changed. So if that sounds like your kind of thing, just keep on watching. I'm also aware that last year when I done this video I didn't have any makeup on my face, which for skincare kind of makes sense, but I didn't have fucking time this year to go and wash it off. So this is what you're getting. So starting off with cleansing balms. Last year I spoke about the Beauty Pie apricot cleansing balm, I want to say, Plantastic. Not in my life anymore, although do like it. I do think it's a nice product. I would purchase it again if I could just buy it in a shop, if it was the same formula, etc. But I am no longer with Beauty Pie. I have been through all this already. I am not boycotting them, but I am no longer using them and would not recommend them to anybody either. So let's just forget about that. But what I seen on my list last year was the Glow Hub Nourish and Hydrate Cleansing Balm, and that is the one that I've spoke about on here this year as well. I have tried lots of other ones this year. I tried the ELF one, I think it's Holy Hydration. I have tried the IT Cosmetics one. I recently filmed a cleanser video, kind of faves and fails. If it's up already, I'll put it up here. If not, it'll be coming, you know. So I went into greater detail in that. I also tried, what other cleansing balm was it? I feel like there was another one. I've got the Versed one through there to try. I've not tried that yet. I got that on Black Friday. But I feel like there was another one and I can't for the life of me remember. But what I will say is that the Glow Hub one is one that I would definitely repurchase even though I don't have one on the go at the moment. I think it is a really nice, cheap, cheerful, affordable brand, and it does the job and takes your makeup off. And I don't find, it's a peach smell, but I don't find it too offensive. I still really, really like that. So that's what I'm saying as my cleansing balm this year. I did also pick up another oat cleansing balm from the Inky List, and because I didn't really like the packaging of it, it put me off the last time. But I am going to retry this year because the product itself is quite nice. I just don't like the packaging. I kind of have explained that before as well. I just wish this was in a jar. I prefer it in a jar. Why it's in a tube, it's really hard to squeeze out, but the product is very nice. Now as for oil cleansers, I kind of spoke about them briefly last year. I can't say there's one this year that I was like, you know what, I've got an absolute favourite. I do have the Oma Beauty by Sharon C one on the go at the moment. That's the new one, Superdrug. I am trying that at the moment. Kind of on the fence about it. Don't love it, don't hate it, but I will come back to you on that one. So I'm not going to throw that in as a yearly favourite. But I don't have one this year that I thought, you know what, a cleansing oil, that is one I keep reaching for. I've pretty much just been using balms this year, so I can't really give you anything in that product category. As for second cleanses, I have to say this one is still a favourite, but I did also try the Inky List Hyaluronic Acid Cleanser, and I think they are very much of a muchness. The Inky List one is just slightly different. I don't know what it is about it. I feel like it's a little bit more, I don't know, just a slightly nicer texture possibly, but economically for the size of the products, I obviously don't have the Inky List one anymore. I think this one is better value for money. This has been in my favourites list for the 3rd year running, I want to say. So, you know, it's always going to be there. It's a legend. Love it. Now last year I'm pretty sure I spoke about the Isn't She Hyaluronic Acid Toner Plus. I have another one. I did purchase a full size of this as well. I think it is lovely. I think I had 2 little minis over the last year and I thought that is so good, I'm going to buy it in a full size. I did try a few other ones this year. Secret Key I tried. I did try the Curel one as well, but only in a mini, and I did think that was quite nice too. But this one is an absolute favourite of mine. I would say if Isn't She could be stocked in the UK in a shop somewhere, that would be my, this would be the only one I would ever buy again in my life. But because I have to order it from the likes of YesStyle or Stylevana, I find I do go and try other ones. And the Curel one may be one, once I finish this one, that I will move on to next. But I have to say, again, the same product. I absolutely adore this toner. It's fantastic. I love an essence. I love a little water essence on the face. Now, as for serums, again, again, this is from Isntree and it's the Hyaluronic Acid Water Essence. It's basically a hyaluronic acid serum. Last year I think I'd mentioned Glossier Super Bounce, which equally is a beautiful serum, very, very nice, but again, economically, value for money, and just pipping it to the post is this one. It's just a shame they're not stocked in the UK and you can't get it that easily. I'm saying that because when you order off the likes of YesStyle, it does take a few weeks to get to you and it's not as quick, and you know, we all love that kind of quick, let me order it and get it. I think you can order this on Amazon though, and they will probably get it to you much quicker, but if you're ordering off YesStyle, it does take a little bit longer, but I would say it's worth the wait. Also this one here, this is the niacinamide serum from the Inkey List. Again, I think this might be its 3rd year running, maybe 2nd year running. I think maybe 3 years ago I would have still been using the Ordinary, but this one was definitely in the list last year. It is fantastic. It is one of my favourite niacinamide serums and I will continue to buy it and continue to use it. I think last year I spoke about the Ordinary Caffeine Eye Solution, or the one with the ECGC in it, I can't remember exactly. I still love that product and I would absolutely purchase it, but what I've found is I've been purchasing this one a lot more. This is a new one and this is the Inkey List Caffeine Eye Serum. The reason that I used this one a little bit more was just because the packaging of it for an eye product is a lot nicer. As you can see here, it's got a little nozzle on the end of it and stuff. The good thing about the Ordinary one is that you can add it to other products like your moisturizer. There's nothing really stopping you doing this, but you probably get a little bit more bang for your buck that way. So it swings and roundabouts, and I do still really like both. But what I found that I've bought more of this year is this one for sure. Love it under the eyes, and especially with a little coming up on 9-month-old baby. Puffy under here in the morning. Another eye cream that I spoke about last year was this from CeraVe, and it is their eye repair cream. I still really enjoy this. This one is nearly finished. I've probably brought 2 of these this year, but coming in late towards the end of the year is this from Curel. This is their Moisture Repair Eye Cream, and I have to say, see, for the size of the pot, for what you're getting, and I got it on an offer, the price is really, really good. Now this is a really thick and heavy eye cream. If you are not into heavy eye creams, then you will not like this, but if you're like me and you're a little bit of a dry baby, this is amazing. I use it around the corners of my mouth too sometimes. It's usually what I'm putting on at night, but I have been finding through the winter months I've been putting this on underneath the eyes as well during the day. This is absolutely beautiful. It's, like I say, just slid in there at the end of the year, but highly recommend it to you. Now for SPFs, I'm gonna say the same that I've always said again. I think this is the 2nd year running for this one. I did try a few more this year. I tried some from Ambre Solaire, I tried from Fenty, from Glow Hub. I can't remember what else. I have tried other ones for sure, but I have to say this one is just my favourite. This is the Isntree Hyaluronic Acid Watery Sun Gel SPF of 50. It is beautiful. It is my favourite SPF. The Fenty and the Glow Hub, but still, I'm looking at them over there on my vanity. They're very, very nice, but they have SPF of 30, which means this one is just always going to pip it to the post. But it is beautiful, it's lovely, they are nice too, but this is my absolute favourite. Now, just before I move on to moisturisers, which actually I only have one to tell you about, I'm going to talk about Dermatica. Yes, I am affiliated with Dermatica. If you're not into that kind of thing, please feel free to skip over the next maybe 5 minutes while I talk about it. I do have a code with them, it is an affiliate code, and if you wish to try it, it'll be on the screen somewhere or in the description box down below. Now, I want to say this is me going into my 4th month, 3rd or 4th month. I've got my empty basket over there, and I'm sure there's 3 in it. I have been putting videos up on Dermatica. They haven't been as on time as I would like, but I am a very busy woman. But I'm going to link them up in the corner there. This is obviously a service where you pay a monthly subscription and then you get your prescription amount of retinol, or maybe it's for a different reason. Maybe you're getting something with clindamycin in it because you've got acne problems. Maybe you're somebody who's getting a lot of like quinine in it because you've got a lot of hyperpigmentation. There will be different tailored things to what your issues are, and that is why it's very personal. So in mine, I pretty much wanted the tretinoin, but I also have azelaic acid and niacinamide in it, and so far I am actually really enjoying this service. So I'm throwing that in there because I've only just been back on retinol from, I want to say, when Jack turned about 4 or 5 months old, is that right? He's coming up on 9 months, so that sounds about right. And I really wanted to be back on a retinol. I chatted about why I didn't really want to use Skin and Me anymore. I've already said all that stuff, video will be in the corner. So if you're into it, you want to try it, it is available with a discount through my code, but please don't feel pressured into doing so. But I am really enjoying this service. Now, as I said, I have only one moisturiser to tell you about this year. Now I'm saying that and I'm looking at the Ren Evercam. I'm going to put a photo here because I can't be bothered getting up off my arse to go and get it. Lazy. But that, along with my retinol at the moment, I feel is really nice at night time. It's more like a sleep mask than it is a moisturiser, and I'm really enjoying it. I did get sent that in PR, so I kind of didn't really want to mention it too much, but it is actually very nice. I am enjoying it. But for moisturisers, I'm still using my Isn't She Moist Cream at night if I'm feeling particularly dry. But this one from Curel, I tried the mini size, I tried the mini set of Curel back in September, I want to say, August, September. And since then have went on to buy it in full size. I have another Curel item actually, which, oh god, should have already mentioned. The spray. And I usually would do my spray after cleansing and stuff like that, so I don't know why I didn't mention it. But this is the Deep Moisture Spray. Both of these I am adoring and bought in full size. I have asked again for this for Christmas because this is empty now. I actually pulled it out my empties basket to show you. And this here is the Intensive Moisture Facial Cream. I think it's fantastic. It's just a lovely moisturiser. I am actually very nearly finished it. I don't know if you're going to see that there. I have made a really good dent in it. The reason I'm enjoying this is because I'm someone who's normally into dry skin, and especially in the winter months, I like a heavier moisturiser. But what I love about this is the fact that this is daytime and nighttime. I'm not having to fanny about, well, daytime moisturiser, nighttime moisturiser. It's just a great all-rounder. So I'm thoroughly enjoying this. We'll definitely pick it up again. I think it's lovely. If you're like me and you're kind of normal but can get a little greasy in these areas, but you are more dry, you feel a little tight sometimes, then you might really enjoy this as well. And I feel like last year I probably mentioned the Glow Hub Cool Whip. Again, a really nice, cheap and cheerful moisturiser. But I feel like this now, have I found my holy grail moisturiser? Potentially. And finally, lip balm. Of course it is the Glossier Balm.com. This is a brand spanking new one because I've got through all the ones that I had and didn't have any left. And this is the cookie butter one, which I'm very excited to crack into. I am just going to mention a couple of other things here because this video is going to be super short for me, but it's because, like I said, not much has changed. And this here from the Garnier, this is Garnier Skin Active Micellar Water, and it's the one with the oil. It's the bi-phase one where you shake it up and then the oil sits on the top when you leave it still. As a new mum, I am still struggling to do a full cleanse every night, and sometimes I'm just a little bit like, I'm just gonna wipe my face. I know you shouldn't do it. It's not good for your skin. You should take your makeup off with a cleanser. You should maybe do this first, then do the cleanser, then do the second cleanse. Sometimes at night I just don't have time and can't be arsed, so take it as you will. So this one I've been using for absolutely years. It's my favourite micellar water. It is so affordable and great value for money. I will always recommend this to you. I do have fancier ones. I have tried fancier ones. I've got a Charlotte Tilbury one at the moment. But the fact of the matter is, micellar water is going to do what micellar water is going to do. And this one is fantastic. Another one, as I said, this is a kind of late comer to this year. Got this in PR as well. This is the Ren Ready Steady Glow Daily AHA Tonic. Now, the reason I'm just throwing this one in here is because I am not using this daily. I wouldn't suggest that you use it daily. Even if you weren't on retinol, I don't think you need to be using an AHA every single day. Maybe if you're someone who has particularly dull skin, possibly. If you're somebody who has particularly acne prone skin, a BHA maybe, but you really don't want to strip the top of your skin by doing things every single day, which involves acids. So this one has lactic acid in it, willow bark and azelaic acid. I do have azelaic acid in my Dermatica as well. I think I already mentioned that, it's in this. So I don't want to add too much, but what I do find this really useful for is the days where I feel like my skin is particularly dull. Maybe I've not had time to do a proper cleanse. I've not been looking after my skin for a couple of days because I have a baby and I'm trying to do a million other stuff. And this just brightens the skin. Sometimes using this just before I'm putting on a little bit of makeup is a really nice brightening step to the skin, but I would not say that I'm using this every day, so that's why I just kind of wanted to throw it in there. You can see how much I've used, and I think I got sent this September, October time. So I'm really not like racing through it, do you know what I mean? But it's very, very nice. And as I say, I was sent this in PR. You can buy other options. There are other kind of toners. The thing I particularly like about this is a lot of the other ones like the Lacura and things like that, they are glycolic toners. And I just feel like this one, I don't know why, maybe it's the willow bark or something like that. Azelaic acid is a really underrated product, by the way. Ever since I started using it with Dermatica, I've looked into it a little bit further. There is so much research behind azelaic acid. Dermatologists are going crazy about it, but like cosmetic chemists as well are saying what a great product it is for your skin. So I don't know, this is just really, really nice. I'm really enjoying it, and I thought I would throw it in here at the end. So that is it for this video. As I said, this is going to be a super duper quick and snappy one. I am going to be back with my 2022 favourites for makeup, which is probably going to be a lot lengthier because you know me. And I feel like this year I've used so much different makeup and tried so many different things. I probably will have a lot more to talk to you about in that video. But that is my roundup for my skincare in 2022 and everything I've been using, my kind of favourites and what I've been going to throughout the year. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you're having a wonderful Christmas period, and if you are now in that crimble limbo, I feel like that's when this video will go up. Just eat another chocolate, just have another fucking Baileys, do whatever the fuck you want, and I will see you all again in the next one. Bye.